Hey guys, Alan Kavorkov here from BeTheClaw.com. Thanks for joining me. I've recently purchased some new claw fingers for my machine from NEN, National Entertainment Network, and they are the same ones as what you normally find in Sugarloaf cranes. I got two different sizes, a medium and a large. Here's the large claw fingers. These are the ones used in toy shop cranes where you try to win Happy Birds and things of that nature. So I thought I'd stick them into my Greyhound and see how it works out. So in this video, I'm going to replace my jewelry claw with the medium-sized claw and do 50 plays for medium to large-sized plush. So let's see how this works out.
Alright, so here's my jewelry claw, which you may have seen before. And all you need to do to remove the claw finger is unscrew those two screws at the top end of the claw finger. I'll just show you one and then you'll get the idea. Some of the claw machines may have clamps or other sort of um, fasteners in them, so you may have to snap them off and then just replace them with nuts and bolts instead. So one finger's off, and now we'll have the larger claw finger installed. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily larger. It's not. It's very similar in size, but it's shaped differently. It has more of a curve to it to allow a plush. So it's wider than the jewelry claw, but lengthwise, I guess it's pretty similar from top to bottom. And for your reference, it's probably about a little over 4.5 inches tall. Okay, so the first one's in, and here are all three new fingers. As you can see here, the opening is pretty small, so all I need to do, at least on the Greyhound machine, you can turn the little plate around and turn it sideways, and that will allow the claw to open wider. There's a screw on the bottom, so you just loosen that and turn the plate sideways, and you can see that now it opens much wider than before. Alright, let's try for the green turtle, since it's the closest and the most obvious thing. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting to get it on the first try, but I guess I lucked out with this one. Let's try for the pink bear. The more stuff you get out of the way, the easier it is to access some of the other ones that don't look very gettable initially. Keep missing him. I know you're thinking, what kind of a clawmaster is this guy? He keeps missing the plush, but tell you what, this is an up and across machine. It doesn't have a joystick, so it's a little harder. I only get one try going forward and one try going to the side, and so it's don't have quite as much control. So let's try for the white bear with the heart. He's a little harder because he's laying on his back, and there's not much room under him. And as I have mentioned numerous times before, you have to have good space under the prize for the claw to close entirely. Otherwise, it will just slip right through. Now, unless you're trying to grab someone by the head, and if they're not terribly heavy at the bottom, but for something like this, you know, I need to get a good grab around the prize rather than just grabbing a part of him. Let's try for that dog. The bear doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Ooh, I think I grabbed him by the little bow or something, by the ribbon type thing he has around his neck. Hopefully this time. Ah, yep. Now the claw is, strength-wise, it's, I'd say, probably comparable to Sugarloaf's. Not, maybe a little stronger, I'd say. But, you know, it's kind of hard to get it precisely where you want it to be, but I didn't want to make it too strong because I do want it to be realistic. Otherwise, I'll just, you know, win every time, and I don't want to do that. That gets kind of boring. If I can win every single prize on, you know, 50 prizes out of the 50 tries, that's not very realistic, and it's not really all that much fun. I'm trying to get Ernie out of here, but I keep missing him because it's kind of hard to stop the claw right. You know, I have to tap the button really fast to make it drop, and sometimes it does move a little farther than I want. So any prizes on up and across machines, any prizes that are along the left side, you really have to be careful with them. You either have to tap the button really quickly, or you know, just make sure that you stop the claw soon enough. Now that Ernie is laying down, maybe I'll have better luck grabbing him. Come on. Keep missing him. Well, now that his legs are up, maybe I can grab him around his body. Come on. I think that'll do it. Alright, let's see what's next. Trying to put that bear with the purple hat, and that was almost too easy. He was just kind of sitting there. Come on, get me. So I did. Let's try for Pooh Bear. He should be easy. I grabbed him by the butt and lost him. Let's try again. I think this time we should have him. Yeah, we have a better clamp. Yay. Okay. Let's try first the white bear. Well, there's another bear that is the brown bear and is really close to the white one. I'm not even sure if that's a bear with the blue nose. I mean, it looks like a bear, but who knows, you know. Anyway, the brown bear is kind of in the way, so let's get him out first. There we go. And maybe... Actually, I'm trying for Sylvester, but he is right in the corner. And even though the claw does go far enough, you know, when it turns, it's very easy to miss. We need to get Sylvester by his head, and that's exactly how I won him initially from Sugarloaf just a couple days ago. And I had to move him out of the way because it was blocking the prize chute. Let's see if we can get Puss in Boots. He has a smaller head in relation to his body, so not a whole lot to grab onto. But I'll try him a few times. Maybe get him under his arms. Actually, no, his arms are kind of soft and floppy, so that probably won't work. Let me see if I can get this cheetah. That's one of my favorite plush that I won. He is pretty big and heavy, so he might be more of a large claw material. Although this claw is technically capable of pulling him out, but there's Alex the lion from Madagascar right next to him, and he is blocking the lower half of his body. So even though the claw can get a good grab around his head, when it starts pulling him out, it slips because there's a little friction between the cheetah and the lion. They don't seem to see. That's a good grab around his head, but he just keeps slipping out. I could have made the claw stronger, but like I said, I want it to be realistic. That's exactly and most likely what would happen when you're playing a real claw machine. You can get a nice grip around a certain body part, but if there's anything in the way, you can pretty much forget it. At least with Sugarloafs, that's been my experience. They are pretty weak in general. So unless you can get a really nice, when the claw is closed entirely, that's when it's pretty strong. So if you can get a prize and that's either small enough or flat enough. By the way, I just gave up on the cheetah here. But yeah, you want to make sure the claw is as closed as possible. Now we should have better luck with this white bear, since the other one is out of the way. Yay. Okay, let's see if we can get Bugs Bunny out of here. I won him also from Sugarloaf, and that was too easy here. Yeah, anything like that is usually very easy, but he doesn't seem to want to cooperate. He is a little too tall for my machine, I guess. Jeez. He's pretty stubborn. A pretty stubborn Bugs Bunny, so I think I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, let's try again. I should be able to get him out. Just get the claw around his body and drop him into the prize chute and block the whole thing, probably. No? Oh, okay. Alright then. Let's see if we can get that bear. This guy is a little heavy, but yeah, not really getting a good grab. How about the pink one? Flat head, a little heavy, no luck. Ew, well. Okay, let's see about that little monkey in there. You can't really see it, but there's a pink monkey with big eyes, kind of like the cheetah. But can't really see him. He might be a little too small for this claw. For any small plush, you basically have to pinch somewhere around the head or middle around the stomach or whatever, because if it's just in the claw, there's too much space for them to fall out on any of the sides. And that guy is pretty small. Okay, now there's a white bulldog behind the black dog, and it's... Oh, geez, I wasn't even going for this, but this bear has a loop around his arms are connected, so we got him. See if I can get that. There's a pink hippo. I think it was labeled hippo. I guess I'm not really sure. I guess it's a hippo. That's what you get for non-licensed plush. Let's see if we can get that bulldog again. No. Yeah, the bulldog is kind of small too, but he should be gettable now. Maybe not. Tell you what, let's see if we can get that colorful bear in the back. I just won him a couple days ago too, and yeah, he's light. Um, Also generic. He's light, and he has a relatively decent sized head, but the rest of his body is kind of big too. So I might have a almost nope. And I'm running out of plays. We are. I have won 13 so far, I believe, and this guy is my last hope. Maybe if I grab him by the body. Oh, well, that's it. Sorry.
That's it, guys. I guess 13 out of 50 isn't too bad. This is actually the third take of this video. I did two 50 play runs prior to this, but I can only win 3 to 5 things. So I realized that maybe my claw is just a tad too weak. So I made some adjustments, and in this one I was able to win 13 things. And also I put in some medium-sized plush as well, so to make it a little bit easier to win. So I'm still experimenting with the claw strength a little bit, so I'll make some adjustments as I go along. But I'm relatively happy with how this turned out. So in the next video, I'm gonna do 50 plays with the large claw, and I'll probably use mainly the larger plush in that to give you a better idea of how the large claw works in this machine. So well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.